you, doctor, if you go to your school where you graduated from and say, look, I am building a toilet facility for you because you're interested in people living well and children not dying, and you want them to have a healthy life. So we can all do that. We all came from a school or somewhere, please. That is why we're saying that now that you know the negative impact of open defecation, please do something. Let us not wait for anybody. Do something. Just anything you know you can do, just go ahead and do. Let us save lives, because people are dying every day because they are shitting outside.
On this point, I'm going to highlight issues around Federal Secretariat. Do you know that there's a lot of shitting going on around Federal Secretariat? The reason is because toilets are either inadequate or they are not well kept. So instead of people using toilets within the Secretariat, all those car parks and all that you see under, if you go there, there's a lot of shit. These are educated, enlightened people, graduates. How come then? So we need government, for instance, to look for a place around there for a public toilet that will be maintained, so that if they cannot use that, they will go. Otherwise, they will continue to do that. So government should bear in mind, and we are willing to collaborate and so on. That's why I think we work with them as part of the campaign to keep reminding them that we will support you, but you need to spend money to get this.
And there is another good news. You know, we are not just talking about, like he said, we're not just talking about building toilet anymore. We're talking about building safely used toilets, safely managed toilet. And very soon you'll begin to see toilets with a biodigester technology in FCT. And what we're saying is this. Now just imagine that you have a toilet that is capable of generating methane on its own. And methane is a good source of gas. Now, look, we are wasting a lot of money in Nigeria. Let us assume that we can all channel our shits into one place. I think the country can generate enough methane to such that no household will need to buy gas. Please, can somebody correct me if I'm wrong?
Yes. That's true,
yes.
Sir.
Yeah. We're wasting a lot of shit. We waste a lot of things in this country, including our shit. So we can begin to look towards, you know, the other side of shit, the business side of it, that this is very good, let us treasure shit and use it well.
Every time we sit down, government should come and do toilet for us, government should come and help us to clean this waste, government should come and you drink your pure water and you throw the litter on the ground. You want government to pack it. If we do not hold our self-responsibility, we will still remain where we are. We will still be suffering. Our children will still be dying, and sitting down here and talking is not enough. Let us go back and take action. I want to appeal to our traditional leaders, our market women, our market men, everybody to go back, gather your people, tell them. I know that there's a lot of difficulties, hunger in the land, but there's a way that we can still support ourselves. Government, they have been trying, but who are the government? We are the government. We can hold ourselves responsible for some of the action that we do. We know that some of these things are wrong, but want to sit down and remain where we are. And indirectly, we are killing ourselves. So please, let's go back home and tell our people, gather them as we're going back. This is what we've learned. Open defecation poses danger to us. Littering the environment causes a lot of environmental pollution, which at the end of the day is going to affect us. So let's take this home and make sure that we enlighten ourselves. And also in WASA, what we do, we don't deal with only open defecation. We also provide water to communities that are in need of water. And we conduct some kind of baseline indicators, check communities that doesn't have water, a kind of potable water. We have department for water supply, we have department for sanitation, we have department for community mobilization and hygiene. We also have department for monitoring. So as we let us work together, we are going to go around the community. That's why we call ourselves rural water supply and sanitation. We are working with communities. We want to work with you. Most of our work will be done in terms of enlightenment, in terms of community-led total sanitation. Do it on your own. We are not coming there to come and start digging toilet for you. Be the one to do it by yourself. Because when this sickness comes, you're going to be the one to really pay for it. So go home, tell our people, let them change. Let them have a kind of mindset that they should only be by themselves. At the end of the day, we'll go home happy and things will be done better for us.
Regulatory management, policy formulation, technical guidance systems, that's the engineering measures, education and public enlightenment, which is what we focus on today a lot, incentives, market incentives for good behavior, monitoring systems, enforcement systems, and finally, international collaboration, because climate change is something that cuts across national boundaries.
I'd like to inform our audience that since the inception of the agency, we developed regulations over 30 in various sectors of our economy. We realized, or we noted that it is irresponsible pattern of production or economic activities that leads to some of these factors or impacts the Prof enumerated. So if you are carrying on activities that are not putting into consideration environmental aspects, you get what you have. So on that line, we develop regulations in various aspects of our environment in order to safeguard and also to protect, so that this impact will be arrested. For example, the Prof mentioned this impact in the northern part of the country. We know that desertification and drought are the major impacts. So what leads to those things? Indiscriminate cutting of trees. So we develop management strategies, environmental management strategies that aims to reduce this. So if these things are adhered strictly, the impact will be minimized. And our approach is persuasion. We persuade the citizens to get to know the importance of doing ABC and the implication of not doing it the way it should. The issue of flooding, what brings about flooding? For example, if we throw our waste indiscriminately in drainages, His Highness mentioned government doing its part. Let's assume government construct drainages and the citizens continue to throw this waste into these drainages. What happens when rain comes? There will be flooding. And what more painful is that government provides designated points where you are supposed to throw in your waste. If you see somebody driving in the street in his car, he will throw the waste on the highway. Or you see a collection point, you come, instead of throwing it inside the waste bin, you throw it outside. These are practices that contribute to some of this impact the Prof actually enumerated.
Impact of open defecation. A lot of children are dying. Some mothers cannot even go to the health care facility because they cannot find a place to defecate or to ease themselves. Most of the health facilities, they don't have toilets for them to use. They get scared of going there. And then they end up giving birth at home, and we know what will happen at that situation. And also, a lot of children are dying too. Malnutrition, effect of open defecation, diarrhea cases, typhoid cases. So we need to take this message to the area council. We could plan it. I don't know the organizer. Today we are in Ama. Next time we go to Paris. Move to those so that we hold that meeting and put our heads together. We have one goal to make sure that everything will have a beautiful environment. Everybody is safe. So RWASA has done a lot, as we are just coming on board and we are still working. We've done some program in Paris. Yes, we did community-led TOSAT sanitation. We gathered a lot of people, working towards. We worked with the area council team and then some people from RWASA. We went there, we sensitized community members on the danger of open defecation. Right now, as I'm talking to you, some communities, some households have started digging their toilet. They have seen the impact of defecating in the open, how they make a lot of, they waste a lot of resources. When they are sick, and then because of open defecation, when they got sick, they go to the clinic, they waste a lot of money they're supposed to use to take care of themselves, they use it to cure diseases. These are preventable diseases, typhoid, they are preventable diseases. So the impact of open defecation is very vast. So it's our own responsibility. Government cannot do it alone. Government cannot come to your household to dig toilet for you. You're supposed to take that as your own sole responsibility. Because if you do that open defecation in a particular place, it goes round, everybody's being affected. Your household is not safe. You waste a lot of money. You cannot even go to your offices or to go to get some things to support your family. So we promote sensitization against danger of open defecation, and based on that, a lot of success stories have been going on in FCT. We've done some activities also in Buhari Area Council, which have led to some communities becoming open defecation free. It's doable. We are looking at Pali becoming open defecation free. The plan is ongoing. We've targeted Pali, we've worked in 2 wards, and based on the support we've received from the community members and from the area council, we are looking at between now and December, we are looking at Pali being one of the area council in FC to be declared open defecation free.
We are ready to do the environment, but we don't get the power to do it because women don't support us. If we don't follow house, me as the this area, I cannot go around for paper, you know, how many millions of them for paper. But if in front of this area, this house, you know, to highly tell them, the person who can find mobile phone, who know the green compound, charging for tomorrow, repeat it again. That primary thing, the one they are talking about is before people. They are saying, when those people won't come up with their newly, then they say that it will get 7 days. Rain, nobody will come out. We will find out to keep our house, but today we will not see them. That's why I believe that's primary things. So, as this awareness, one of the two inside of health, we can avoid
it was to ensure environmental sustainability in the FCT. In line with the objective of setting up the board has been involved in waste management since inception, and the process is made to be dynamic. We have implemented the PPP, private-public partnership, in the area of waste management in the city. Currently, we have 43 cleaning contractors working in the city. And we have also implemented the RRR, reduce, recycle, and what's the other? Yes, reuse. We have a department, and that is why the Babambola people, that's why they come in. We have really set up a recovery plant at the dump site where all the waste that we generate in Abuja, where they are being taken for sorting out. A lot of things happening in that place. It's a whole community. You go there. They are also making money from waste. Seriously. Because, and the issue of hazardous waste, those that are injurious to health, we have a whole department that is handling it. All this is just to ensure environmental sustainability and to prevent the unlikely effect that may come from also waste management. Then, if you look at Abuja, Abuja is well planned. That is why you see the city center, all the liquid waste, all the waste from our toilet, the water we bath with, and other things, is going somewhere. There is this water treatment plant. It's a very massive plant where all the waste are being treated. The wastewater are being treated, and their after treatment is discharged.
So that it will burn the grass completely. He doesn't know that it's doing more harm to the soil than even the